Okay, you guys. So, today we're gonna be rating different connectors to your PC. Before you goobers in the comments say these are third-party sources. They are connectors. Third-party sources wouldn't be like ALVR. It would be more like NVIDIA control panel, because you can change your FPS on that, and you can't do that on you can't go below 72 on Steam unless you're cheating. Same with Airlink. So let's get into the rank. So first, I'm gonna start off with Airlink, which is what I play on. It's pretty solid if you have a higher power headset, because I play on a really fried Quest 2, because I used to use side quests on it almost every day, and that fried the GPU and stuff. My headset still works clearly, but it's just not the same as it used to be able to run. Very good if you have a non-fried higher power headset. There is lag issues every now and not every a lot, but I think that's just because I have a poopy butt headset right now. Next, ALVR. I actually did my research on this because I've never played on it. I've played it on a bunch of connectors. Oh wait, I forgot to overall rate the Airlink. Overall, I think Airlink is pretty solid because, it's a good connector to your PC. You still have to pay for Gorilla Tag on it, just like Steam. And speaking of Steam, so next up is Steam Link, or Steam VR, or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call it Steam VR. Now, I actually played on Steam VR. I've played on Steam VR. Steam VR is good if it's better for videos and installing goofy cheats, but it Airlink, it can experience some lag issues, but it is a very good connector. I like Steam Link and Steam VR. They run really smoothly. They give you a lot of customization options, like world scale and stuff. So personally, I think I'm gonna give overall Steam is a really good connector. So I would give Steam a solid 9.9 out of 10. And you may be wondering why not a 10. And that's because the amount of people that play on Steam, for so many people to be playing on Steam, you'd think there'd be more legit players than there are cheaters on Steam. That is a complete lie. All of your favorite ground YouTubers are hard cheating. So, yeah. Zaza was using Pomod, and Pleb plays Pico, and probably Misty failed a deep check in less than a minute. Alro definitely uses something, even though he's on Standy Quest. When he did that one video, when he was on Pico, racing JPVR and Kobe, not Kobe that's dead. R.I.P. that Kobe. But Gorilla Tag cheater people. He would literally teleport from, he would literally teleport from Death Wall to Slide. It would take him 2 hits, and then boom, he's there. So, and he was definitely on controller sense. But next, let's go on to ALVR. So, I did research on this because I've never played on ALVR. I've played on a bunch of connectors because I'm a big VR person. I never used ALVR, I've heard people use that to cheat as well. I'm pretty sure Gorilla Tag costs money on that as well. Whoopsies. I hear it's a pretty solid connector, but just like Steam, most people that use that are like cheaters, so not cool. So from what I've heard, ALVR is a pretty good connector if it wasn't for the cheaters, same with Steam. Now, on to the one that literally almost every Pico cheater uses. You already know. It's Pico Connect. Simply cause you can change your controller sensitivity. And what that does, if you're like 3 years old and been living under a rock in the Gorilla Tag comp community, what that does is it will change your predictions. And if you don't know what predictions are, it's simply how fast your headset predicts your controller's movement. So higher predictions equals faster arm movements, and lower predictions equals slower arm movements. So that's why ground players typically tend to cheat and use high predictions so they can move their arms faster and just Preds don't make you faster if you're not used to them. You really have to like get set in with them before you're good, because other than that, it'll just be like, my arms are moving fast, and I'm like, no pull. So, not tough. But Pico Connect, let's get back on topic. Pico Connect allows you to change your controller predictions, and it allows you to go up to 100%, which is about like 230 predictions. And in case you don't know, that is extremely, I'm talking this, I would like barely move my control. Like, I've never played on it. I've never owned a Pico. I want to though, not to cheat because it's like tough. But say if I was on 100% controller sensitivity, my arm would literally go from here to like there if I simply went. So it is just like all the cheaters use that, dude. Yeah. If you're not cheating on Pico Connect, like, anything below 5% controller sensitivity, I'm fine with that. Because average Pico Preds is about like 35, same with Quest. Like Quest 2 and 3 and 3S. They're all about like 25 to 39. 25 to 40 depending on how fried your headset is. But like 5% controller sensitivity would only be like 50 predictions. I don't really care. I'll do Preds check. I am a Airlink player, so it does make my arms move a little faster. So, oh, whoopsies, I grabbed the camera. Okay. I passed, just my tracking is kind of goofy. I'll do it again. Yeah, so that's basically what Connect are. Very solid connectors. I think the one that takes the cake here is probably Steam VR. Simply because it runs really smooth, it plays good, you get the same physics of Airlink, you have a lot of customization options, and overall it's just like great. So personally, I really like Steam, but Airlink is also a very solid option if you're not looking to cheat. Watch me make this high jump. Frick you! Y'all are gonna follow me now. Dude, they never change rotation. They like forgot about it. When they look at the game files, they think it's like they got hacked and it's a foreign thing. Alright. Jump! Ugh. No, dude. I used to be able to hit that every time. And now I suck butt at this game. Yeah. I'm pretty good. I realized I haven't gotten comp on this account yet. So we got it. So I don't have to run Timmy's. buses. And now we're gonna complete this the actual way by branching. Branch after branch. The monkeys learn just how simple the movement is. I'm playing this like I'm a new player. Oh no! And for the outro, I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. I'm gonna run over there and it's gonna be really tough, alright? So, you guys don't have to follow me anymore. How could I leave you all behind? That was so mean of me. Okay, you all sit right there. Decrease the FOV so you all can see me. Alright, you guys. Was that tough? Tell me in the comments. Goodbye! Bro, and the